Hello, Cancer, and welcome to High Priestess Influence. These messages will be for July 2020. Keep in mind that these are general messages and it will not resonate with everyone. So just take anything that resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. And thanks so much for joining me. Let's begin with a general overall message. Okay, that was quick. So, okay, so some of you at this time, moving into this month, this time period, whenever you're viewing it, may be feeling a little stuck. You may be feeling a little stuck as far as it's possibly your career, stuck or unsure of how to proceed. I'm getting the feeling that some of you feel like you're on the brink of something new, something fresh, or some sort of a breakthrough. But there's still some like maybe resistance there, some doubt that is holding you back. So as you're moving into this time period, it's like you're ready to move forward. You're ready for advancement, change, opportunity. But there's some doubt and there's some resistance there. Doesn't feel very heavy or serious. I did just get the feeling for some of you this could be related to a relationship also. But the energies are balancing out for you. I feel like I got the expression, getting a grip on your vibration, on your expectations, recognizing that your vibration, your mood, your attitude matters, and kind of like getting a grip on that. I got the feeling that some of you maybe kind of like got away from that and forgot about how important how you feel really is. And you're kind of letting go of that resistance and taking the time to find that balance, to find that balance between the physical and the non-physical, the spiritual realm and the earthly realm, the larger, eternal, non-physical part of you and the person you've come here to be and the experience you came here to have. So like if that energy is kind of like balancing out and you're headed in the right direction. So now let's take a look at the energies as we go through the month. And remember, energy is constantly shifting and changing, and you have control of your own vibration. So if you like what you see here, if you like the energies moving through this month, then focus there and keep the momentum going. If you see something that you want to change, you have the ability to do so. You have the ability to do so just by virtue of what you focus on. Ooh, looky there. Okay, so this is just meant to be approximate. I mean, even if it resonates with you, the timing will certainly vary for each of you. But let's take a look at what we have moving through the month of July here. Okay. So, of course, this may have resonance with you whenever you view it. So it may not even be necessarily, the July 1st, the first week of July, or what have you, but say moving into the next 4-week period approximately here. So we have Temperance reversed, the Chariot reversed, and the Seven of Wands upright. And I'm actually feeling a connection with what I just told you here about maybe feeling a little stuck and stagnant in some respects, and then kind of coming to grips with your vibration and finding a balance, right? With Temperance reversed here and the Chariot reversed, I'm really feeling that sense of what I was saying about not having that balance between the, or kind of like forgetting about the balance between the physical and the non-physical. I feel like the non-physical spiritual realm may have gotten lost in the day-to-day experience, right? And it's kind of like an energy of not allowing, maybe trying too hard and not getting anywhere. And for me, these two cards are really quite spiritual. And they're also quite powerful. So what I'm feeling here is this is the energy of resistance here. Is the energies of Temperance and the Chariot are here to be turned upright. So in other words, if you're feeling kind of stuck in what is in your human experience, getting caught up in the day-to-day experience and not having the balance between the physical and non-physical world, it's really just kind of time, again, to pay attention to it and turn this energy upright. When you turn this energy upright, it's really about allowing. It's really about having that, recognizing that you're here for this human experience and recognizing why you're here for it, and allowing the universe to serve you. So it's really all about raising that vibration and almost, I want to say coasting through life, but I want to make sure that you understand what I mean by that. It's kind of like when you can have that energy of allowing and knowing that everything will work out the way it's supposed to, the way it wants to, taking you on the path to the experience you desire, to the experience you came here to have. When you can strike that balance, it is kind of like coasting, because you attract to your vibration rises, and you attract to you those experiences and those people who match your vibration. Okay, so it's really about allowing here. And with the Chariot too, the 7 is a very spiritual number, and the Charioteer, this energy is here to be turned upright, and the Charioteer controls this chariot with his knowing, his beliefs, his expectations, his knowing that he is powerful and has control. But if you look at the card, there are no reins. This is just knowing that everything works out and that everything will go his way, and that he creates his experience via his beliefs and his expectations. So again, this energy is here to be turned upright, but like I was sensing, you're coming into balance with that here. And beneath that, you had the 7 of Wands here, and this is my up to the challenge card. This is, you can do this, you can handle this. And I feel as you're moving into the beginning of this next month, you are more and more recognizing your power, and you're feeling stronger. You're feeling like you can take on challenges, you can take on anything. So then after that, we have, let's see, what do we have? The Hermit reversed, the Four of Swords reversed, the Four of Pentacles upright, and the Queen of Swords upright here. Okay, so the Hermit reversed and the Four of Swords. Yeah, there's a feeling here of restlessness. I'm feeling restlessness. I'm feeling I just almost got the feeling, and this is probably meant for, just one or two people, but like I'm too restless to meditate. I'm too restless to spend so much time trying to balance out the spiritual energies. But I'm feeling here like I'm supposed to say to you, it doesn't require a lot of time. What it requires is a lot of awareness, right? It's kind of like turning the Hermit upright and shining a light on those kind of like habitual, not kind of like, those habitual insidious thoughts where we are maybe self-critical, we have self-doubts, we kind of get a momentum of a lack of confidence going. And, it's really like, I'm feeling like a lack of awareness as far as just not realizing that how often you have negative thoughts, self-deprecating thoughts, feelings, expectations, even your expectations, your low expectations for, outcomes or just life in general here. So I'm sensing, like with these two cards here, I'm sensing restlessness, but turning the Hermit upright, I really feel as though it's really like shining a light, bringing in awareness. This is not about, like a powerful spotlight, shining on it, dwelling on it. This is more bringing like a gentle awareness to those habits of thought that don't serve you, okay? And even here, we have the Four of Swords, and you have another four beneath that. And the number 4 is the number of stability here, right? And by letting go of your resistance and taking some time to meditate and bring awareness to those habitual thoughts, you don't have to spend your whole day in meditation. But when you can bring awareness to those habitual thoughts and basically like cut them off at the knees and say, okay, wow, that thought doesn't serve me. I am going to deliberately and intentionally change my focus. And then you can bring this, sense of stability. You can stabilize that energy and stabilize the vibration so that you're not all over the place, up and down. Raise it and keep it there more steadily. Of course, it's not going to be high 100% of the time. And, don't hold me to these exact percentages, but let's say we came here with the expectations to have high expectations and have our vibration and our experience be what we desire 90% of the time, and deal with the contrast that brings us the opportunities for expansion 10% of the time. And I feel like so many of us have it flip-flopped, right? We have it reversed, where we are not necessarily living it out the way we intended. We're focused too much on the things that don't serve us and the things we don't like, and not enough, kind of like in the serenity of the Four of Swords upright, the knowing that all is well and you can rest easy, knowing that everything works out the way you intended it to. So again, another card here of stability, balance. And I am feeling here, though, that for some of you, the level at which you tend to vibrate most of the time is pretty good, but it's not as good as you would want it to be. It's pretty decent, it's pretty level. You've reached a point, maybe moving into the second week of the next month or so, feeling better, feeling stable, but almost like it's not good enough. I want to feel better. I want to do better. And remember, it does start with how you feel. So now with the Queen of Swords here, I'm feeling as though you may be getting kind of good advice, good counsel, someone who, I don't know, can almost like point out to you things that you might not be aware of about yourself, things that you're not conscious of about yourself, the way you live, the way you function, operate, where you might be like, oh, wow, you know what? You're right. I do that. I am doing that. And I feel like there's somebody who's kind of like just being honest with you, straightforward, gentle, caring, looking out for your best interest, but kind of like not mincing words and telling you, how you might best clean up your act. And I do think that this person is helpful and wise and cares about you. Again, it could be male or female. It's not necessarily female because it's Queen of Swords. It's really just the energy. So it could, if there's, a male or female in your life, or I just got the feeling for some of you, it could be someone that you encounter just once or briefly. It doesn't even necessarily have to be someone close to you. I mean, you may come across good advice on social media or something like that, even or an encounter with someone someone that you don't know that well. And for others, it could really be like a sibling, a sister, a brother, a best friend. Now, you only had one card jump out as we move into, approximately the third week of this time period. And this is, obviously beautiful. You are getting some positive momentum going. And I really think it's due to the quote unquote work that you've been doing all along here, that you've been giving attention to your vibration. You've been being more intentional about what you focus on, your thoughts, your beliefs. And you're picking up a positive momentum. Very general here because it's the only card that jumped out. But I am feeling, I just got the feeling that some of you are feeling more happy-go-lucky, lighter, more positive. And once you feel more positive, it's easier to keep that momentum going. Just like if you're feeling negative, it's easy to keep that momentum going. Because once you've got that energy going and you just keep focusing on what is and that negative energy, you can keep that going. Once things are looking up and you get a positive momentum going and you're focused on that and you're focused on that and you're focused on that, and it's easier to keep that going. So this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I mean, I actually feel as though some of you are really taking these messages to heart, that it's time to be deliberate about your focus and take some of these energies that are available to you that might be in reverse and turn them upright, or anything that you might be resistant to, and relax it, let it go, with temperance here. So, and then let's see, as we move toward the end of the time period. Okay, so yeah, you have reached some goals that you have set, and I do feel it is a spiritual goal. Once you reach the 9, that's about attainment, right? Because 10 is the 1 energy. So that's about starting again, starting fresh, starting a new cycle. So once you reach the 9, you've attained something, you've met goals. And it really makes sense here with the Wheel of Fortune that you will have gotten to this place. And it's taken some work. It has been deliberate. It hasn't been an accident that you have improved your vibration. It hasn't been an accident because you have brought awareness to thought habits, speech habits, the things you talk about here that don't serve you. In fact, I feel like even with this Queen of Swords may have been, may be pointing out to you, oh, did you hear what you just said? Yeah, that doesn't serve you well. And picking up this momentum and reaching that goal. Yes, it was work. It took work. It was deliberate. It was deliberate. But you have reached this goal. But I feel here with the 10 of Swords reversed, I feel compelled to say you can't get lazy. It's not over, okay? I do feel, yes, you have left behind you I feel like some of you, as you move through July, as you move through the next 4 weeks and you are more deliberate, some of you are really letting go of some heavy energies. Ooh, some of you have been focused on betrayals, whether it's from a romantic relationship, or I feel even for some of you friendships, people who didn't live up to what you would expect of them, but you're letting all of that go because first of all, you realize that it doesn't serve you. And second of all, you realize that you were attracting to you that which matched your vibration. So let's say you had a friend or a partner betray you in the past, and that's been weighing on you. You think about it a lot. You feel resentment. You felt resentment. You felt this. You felt that. You're realizing now that maybe your expectations for this other person were low, and so you attracted that side of that person. You realize that maybe your self-worth was low, and so you attracted what you thought you were worthy of. These are just examples, not necessarily specifics, but I feel like you're really, really letting go of all of the hurt, all of the betrayal, and most of the negative thoughts. Yes, we are human, we do tend to backtrack a little bit, but once you reach a place where you are aware of these hindering thoughts, it's like you can never go completely back, right? And letting go of this, now this is the 10 energy, so this is about letting go of the betrayals, the hurts, and all that kind of stuff, and moving forward with a clean slate. And I don't know, for some reason, as I was saying clean slate, the black here as like a slate, a chalkboard, just struck me here, like a fresh start, a clean slate. And you've definitely attained I think you've attained a new level of vibration from which you cannot go back. You can slip back now and then, but you can't unknow what you know. You can't unlearn what you've learned. You can slip up, but you will always have access to this new level of vibration. Let's pull a law of attraction card and see if there's any additional messages for some of you. Okay. The law of attraction is my life's basis. Okay, this sounds like it's going to be very basic, but let's see. I'll have to just put my glasses on here so I don't stumble over it. Okay, since the law of attraction is the basis of your experience, an understanding of it is essential to living life on purpose. Well, like what I was talking about, deliberate thinking, deliberately bringing an awareness to the negative habits of thought so that you can refocus and change what you're thinking about, what you're focused on, what you're talking about. In fact, an understanding of the law of attraction is essential to living the life of joy that you came forth to live. Yes, I must say, my Cancerian friends, that I was raising my vibration gradually for years, but then when I attracted the understanding of law of attraction, almost solely and completely through Abraham Hicks. For those of you who may not be familiar with Abraham Hicks, you might want to look into that. But once my vibration began to raise, and the universe was responding to my vibration and knowing what I really wanted, and then I attracted in a way that seemed random and accidental, but I know now wasn't, the teachings of Abraham Hicks and the law of attraction. I realize that we can experience joy accidentally and attract it to us accidentally now and then, but when we are more deliberate about it and we understand the power of the law of attraction, we can experience even more joy, bring it to a much higher level and much more steadily. And it's really a deliberate thing here. So I don't even know if you noticed, but I had to pause you for a moment because my computer said something about not having enough storage, and I feel like I might not even be able to finish or save this video if I didn't. Just tend to that briefly. Okay, so let's pull an angel card here and see if there are any other additional messages for you, my friends. Oh, Cancer, I'm sorry. I forgot to say happy birthday. I don't think I said that. Happy birthday. That was supposed to be the first thing I said. I said to myself, oh, don't forget to wish Cancer happy birthday. Oh, Cancer, how cool. We were just talking about joy here with this law of attraction card, and you got joy that jumped out. Okay. Joy springs from a sense of connection to the divine and is a quality which illuminates you. Your angel guidance is to cultivate this quality by seeking the divine in every situation. Look beyond the surface and seek the light in the heart of each person. Then you will become aware of the wonder of creation, and joy will ignite your life. Delight in everything, for joy is a key to enlightenment. Enjoy life. And there's an affirmation at the bottom that says, I find joy in everything. Yes, really, if you can look beyond the surface and seek the light in the heart of each person, if you can approach everyone and everything from a place of joy and love and high intentions, you will be amazed at how much positivity you attract to yourself from others because it is a vibrational universe. It's an attractive universe. We attract to us that which matches our vibration. And when you intentionally move into every situation from a place of joy and love, it is amazing how much you attract to yourself. That is desirable, that is wanted, that brings you even more joy and keeps that momentum going, the momentum here of this wheel of fortune. So, Cancer, I think this is a really positive message for you. I think you might have been in a period of stagnation, or you might even find yourself in there at this moment in a period of stagnation and too much focus on the earthly realm and your human experience and leaving out the spiritual side. But I feel as though you are becoming more deliberate about it, shining a light on it, bringing awareness to it, and making changes, expecting more joy, creating more joy, being deliberate about it, and really getting a better understanding of how this attractive universe works. So happy birthday again, my Cancer friends. I want to thank you so much for being with you. I appreciate all the likes and shares and subscribing and the support. So again, have a beautiful July. Have a happy birthday, and I will see you soon, my Cancer friends.